Welcome back to the Westminster Standard Podcast and jointly with Forward by Faith. Ken, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
You I am. I'm well as well. If you can believe that. If you can't, well, you may just be too skeptical. So this is day one in the books for the Best Reform podcast. We're on day two now, and as you're fixing your microphone there, um, do we any upsets? Anything we need to report on day one?
Well, your podcast. I mean, you handily won that.
Well, yeah, and I think the reason for that is probably that a lot of the listeners of the Heidel cast are on Facebook, not Twitter. So they are, to quote the late great Reverend Jesse Jackson, disenfranchised. So that may be the reason for our upset victory over the Heidel cast. Um, I'm not sure. How did our PCA guys do in the bracket? Do you know? Did they win? I saw Corey Wing made a concession speech of sorts. Any other PCA guys come out ahead?
Yeah, the only PCA guy that lost was Corey Wing, unfortunately.
Oh, that
And
stinks. He's a nice guy, despite the clear rimmed glasses.
yeah, he really is a really nice guy. The thing is if you watch his concession speech, he is espousing that 3 a.m., 4 a.m. trucks showed up with ballots, and you know what? I was following. I went to bed and he was winning. I woke up, he was not winning.
There is something that does happen sometimes. Um, I remember back in 2020, I went to bed and Donald John Trump was leading the votes, and then when I woke up on the day after election day, there were a bunch of ballots discovered in a closet somewhere in Fulton County and in a suitcase, and things turned out differently than we had expected, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't have any thoughts about anything regarding that whatsoever. Um,
You being from Chicago, well, or at least having ministered in Chicago for a significant period of time, you know all about fair, free, and reliable election integrity.
yep, vote early, vote often, vote if you're
That's
dead.
right. And your podcast is up today for uh, votes to
Yes.
the voting is open. So if we switch over to this screen here,
Oh,
I just
there's
wanted
a
to
concession.
encourage people. Yeah, it was a great concession
It really
speech.
was.
As far as maybe the greatest concession speech ever. Some people have said that. Some people have told me that Corey's concession speech was the greatest. He's in fact making concession speech great again. Uh, so if someone wanted to vote for your podcast here, now I'm using my burner my Anon account. Anon, how does one pronounce that? Anon.
Yeah, I think that's right. Anon.
I'm using my Anon account, the PPLN 73, so that way people won't know it's me when
Right.
when I go and vote for you again, because I've already voted for you on my regular account, but I just wanted to vote for you now from my secret anonymous burner account that no one knows that I have.
Right.
Okay, so here we are. So we're at we're on the Real Dead Men Walking podcast account. And there I see you have
Yeah.
the Terminator supporting you, and
Yeah,
so if we wanted,
it's crazy. He did this all by himself. I didn't ask him to do it. I mean, I don't know if you can play the audio.
I don't know if I can play the audio either, but I will try.
You got to turn that volume up. No.
Can you hear it?
No.
No.
It's okay.
All right. Well, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's
It's pretty cool. The Terminator saying vote
yeah.
for Forward by Faith podcast. Yeah. And then he had some very nice comments about the voice of the host.
Yeah, that was, I was impressed by that. It was kind of like, vote for Ken if you want to live, and suddenly the Terminator is no longer Austrian but Russian. But that's not weird at all. Um, But so if someone wanted to vote for your podcast, they would go on the Twitter machine
Yep.
and
Or X, or what it's called, something X. Like X,
I don't acknowledge that.
X marks the spot. No.
Yeah, the Hohenzollern should still be in charge of Germany, and Twitter should still be called X. But there we go.
Strike that, reverse that. No. All right.
Maybe reverse that. I don't know.
I don't know. But what I have for you, brother, is click that button.
Okay, I'm gonna click it now. All right, so we tap it like that. Look at that. Look at that. You are ahead. You are ahead by a healthy margin. Let's see. So there's 171 votes, and 57%, 59, almost 60% of those votes are yours. So you've got almost 3/5 of the votes. I'm Now you said that if you win this thing, there's going to be consequences. Can you tell us about some of the consequences of what will happen if you manage to defeat our Mormon paedo communionists at the that podcast that we won't mention?
I don't know that they are paedo communists. I don't know that. I think
Interesting. You didn't deny that they were Mormons. That's pretty funny.
Oh, they're not Mormons either. I know that. They can't get in the podcast if they're Mormons. That's for sure.
Well, they do let some Baptists in, so I didn't know how broadly they were using the term Reformed.
Well, and I will say I've heard recently that there was a name change to the podcast, but that wasn't submitted in time. And I know there's a new host, and the host I've actually spoken with the host, and previously we've talked a couple of times. He's a nice guy.
Is it now called the Brutal American?
The Brutal American podcast. So I'll let it be here. I'll say I know the guy who's now the host, and he's a nice guy.
Okay, yeah,
he's a nice guy. The name wasn't changed, and so saying the name of the original name out loud is not something I really want to do. So,
no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't need a recording of that. So forward by faith.
Forward by faith. Just vote forward by faith, and if you don't win, you can always appeal to the fact that there is no such podcast by that name, and so I think you should win by default.
I think I should win by default as well. And
now when you win,
I've checked, but none of the other bracket matchups today have crested the number of votes that the matchup that I'm in, has crested today. I'm seeing 89 votes, 80 votes, 47 votes, 100 votes, 71, 66, 83, 49, 92.
66. Now that's a crucial number there for execute order 66.
Yeah, it is, and then 53. I mean, there's 16 matchups today. I think 95.
That's a lot of matchups.
So really, this matchup I'm in is ahead by 70 votes from every other matchup. Now, this tells you that this small time podcast has hit a nerve. There's something going on.
I think clearly there's something going on. Maybe it's memes. I've not even heard of a lot of these other podcasts. Maybe
it's the memes.
I'm sorry.
It's the memes. I think
it's the memes. Yeah. All right. Well, so here's a new. There's Course Politic and Spare No Arrows.
I've never heard of them.
I've heard of Cross Politic, but Course Politic may be a more accurate name. Oh man, they are only 95 votes, but Course Politic has got 2/3 of those.
Yeah.
And the Millennial Medic, I've seen a video with the Millennial Medic.
Yeah, that is a PCA podcast. It's one of the Eschatology Matters family of podcasts.
Well, we always vote for the PCA.
We always vote for the PCA. Yes,
that's a big principle that I have. The rebel
Strange Theology is also a. I believe you just passed that one.
I've just passed it.
Strange Theology.
Oh wait,
I don't know where it went, but that's also a PCA podcast. I'm not exactly sure who's behind that one.
I'm kind of opposed to strange theology, just like strange
Okay,
fire with Nadab and Abihu. So I don't. Maybe it's rebutting strange theology. Be
maybe.
curious. Maybe I should get on my my magic flashlight here and find out what that's called.
Well,
What they do on this.
they voted
What?
for me, so that was
Okay.
good.
Well, now
And they're
did the Rebel podcast vote for you?
I don't know who the Rebel podcast is.
Well, 60% of 73 people do.
Nate Wright. Well, time to reach out to Nate Wright. God is sovereign, Jesus is king. All right.
Like that guy. Ezra Institute, Canadian. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ezra Institute does pretty good work. So yeah, but here's a great little voter guide, so you can remember who to vote for. Vote for the PCA podcasts,
Yep.
and 'cause I think a Baptist won this whole bracket last year, and that just doesn't seem uh, right that a Baptist should win a Reformed podcast. I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a Baptist winning a brewing contest. It's like, wait a minute, you people, it's like that's so. So we want to make sure that Reformed podcasts win the Reformed podcast bracket. We don't want to be beaten in our own backyard, as they say. Now you've promised to do some things. If when you win, there'll be some consequences. You won't shave your head, but
I will
there are
not
some
shave
other
my head.
things that you will do when you win
Yes.
this bracket.
So a couple of things. First off, the first 50 people who do DM me a screenshot of their vote for me, I will send you a sticker. I'll send it in the
Wow.
mail. I'll send you a sticker for free.
So I guess I should have screenshotted my second vote for you and gotten 2 stickers.
That is something that could be done. However,
Yeah.
I am already sending you some in the mail, so I guess I'd have to send you another one.
Ooh,
But I would have
we don't want to give
included
more
it.
money to the federal government.
Yeah, well, see, let's just save time and money here.
Yeah.
And as well, if it's close, let's say it's close and I still lose.
Yeah, you're
We'll
not
say
gonna lose.
within, we'll say within 5 points, 5 to 7 points. If it's within 5 to 7 points and I lose, I will still do a raffle for some books to give away. However, if by some sheer chance I pull this off, and I shouldn't say I pull this off, we pull this off, the Forward by Faith community,
Yeah.
because really I can't do it without the community.
That's
But
right. And especially your family having Twitter accounts also would help.
yes, yep,
And
definitely.
you're Polish, so lots of family.
I have reached out to lots of family members, and they, one of them said it's not really about the content of the podcast when it comes to this this event, is it? It's more about who you can get to vote for you. I said exactly. And blood is thicker than not blood, so
Yeah.
vote for me.
Obviously, yeah. So you're going to raffle off some books.
Yes,
And
yeah,
so these books are published by like Lifeway and Thomas Nelson, right? Zondervan.
Well, I haven't chosen the books yet.
Okay, all right. I was just under the impression that they were going to be from some really nice, to quote Uncle what's his face from Christmas Vacation, really nice Uncle. What's his name?
Randy? No. Wow, this is bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Uncle from Christmas Vacation movie.
Eddie.
Is Eddie? Yes, not Uncle Lewis.
Not Uncle Lewis.
Yeah, but Eddie, Uncle Eddie.
Uncle
really
Eddie.
nice,
Really
really nice stuff that you'll be raffling off.
I'm gonna raffle off one of Zach Groff's books. He's written a couple of studies on Kings, I believe, and Corinthians. So I'll be raffling off one of those for sure. The Redeemed Man by Joel Beakey, some other books, whatever I can find on Westminster Books or Reformation Heritage Books. I'm just gonna raffle off a ton of stuff because I really don't think I should win. But
yeah,
maybe.
Maybe, and all people have to do is pay shipping and handling, right, in order to get these free prizes.
I will ship them for free.
Wow, you are like Jeff Bezos over here,
Yeah.
shipping things for free. Now, how do people sign up for the Polish Prime that you
Well, there
in order to
will be a
get
King Sumo
the
link that comes
King
out
Sumo?
after.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
Nothing will
right,
be posted prior, right? We got to wait for the dust to settle. We got
yeah.
to go
Now,
to
will there
bed.
be absentee or vote-in ballots that might come in late? Is this the kind of thing where we wait 2 weeks to find out the results of your election?
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we can find this out. However, it is create a passcode. I don't
I don't understand that. But,
Could you go to my podcast or a different page? This has been up for a
oh,
while. I'd appreciate it.
yeah. Forward by faith, maybe. There we go. There we go. So this is the podcast that
There we
people are
go.
supposed to vote for.
Oh,
You even got an
look at
endorsement
that.
from Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris is signing on. Holy cow!
Wow. I really got to find out how to share some sound with
Yeah,
our
man.
viewers.
Well, viewers, go on Twitter. Go listen to Chuck Norris represent the Forward by Faith podcast.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Google Chrome wants to record your system. Share. All right, let's see if we can do this.
Yes.
Forward by Faith podcast.
Oh.
This is Chuck Norris, and I want you to vote for the Forward by Faith podcast. The host of the podcast is regal like King Alfred and needs our support to win.
Wow.
Wow.
This is Chuck Norris.
Oh. Let's see if we can get that Austrian fella. Not that Austrian fella, but this one.
Vote for the Forward by Faith podcast. They need your support. I really love the Forward by Faith podcast because the host's voice is a mix of Aragorn and Aslan.
Wow. You really have some
Vote for the Forward by Faith podcast.
Yeah, man.
They need your
okay. You really have some great supporters there.
You're gonna need to stop audio thing. Now there's an echo.
Is there an echo?
Well, you gave it permission to do a bunch of things.
I gave it permission to do some things. All right. All right. Well, there it should no longer be echoing because people don't need to hear me more than once.
Yeah.
So anything else people need to know about this contest, this bracket?
Well, the first thing, Deus Vault lapel pins. They've been a great supporter of the podcast. They're a seasoned sponsor for Forward by Faith. Recommend checking them out. This is the Polish Hussar pin because the Poles have gone to war. We're here. We're fighting. And it's time to win. We got to pull it out.
Yeah. Half of us have already won the first round, and hopefully by this time tomorrow, the other half of us will get the first round. And if you put the two of us together, you have a normal-sized human. It's pretty amazing.
It really is. Oh my goodness, there are comments coming in.
Are there seriously comments coming in?
Corey Wing says, truly incredible. Thank you, Corey.
Wow.
Thank you for listening.
Wow, look at this. Wow. Hey, some of us lost. You know what, Corey? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, look at this. Hey, Scott 002. Hey, thank you, Scott, for voting for my podcast.
Now, Scott, vote for my podcast, please.
Yes, please, Scott. Vote for his podcast. I don't know how to just show the chat. That would be really neat.
I'm seeing it. It's popping up on the screen.
There we go. There are no fewer than 3 comments on this chat. That is I can definitely say without any guile that this is the most comments on a live Westminster Standard Forward by Faith podcast. Hey, look at that! And Sean Morris has voted for our podcast at least 5 times. That is a handful of votes, and wow, the comments are just coming in. I feel like I need to be part of some sort of multi-level marketing thing now with all these comments on screen right now. I mean, I should start showing off something that I'm going to sell or something, because
It's like
this is amazing.
home shopping
So
network.
that's right. And wow, our excitement. I don't know, Corey. I think I wish there was a way to get you on here, because I think that your concession speech was certainly the best, and with a speech like that, you should have won, and probably would have, if there wasn't something with the algorithm going on at 3 a.m. And I know that means that there could be questions raised about my victory, since we're questioning the reliability of the algorithm. Um, yes, we are selling Norwex. But yeah, well, I just want to thank everybody who did vote, and especially thank you to those of you who voted uh, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5, as many as 5 times. Every vote counts, usually, unless there's some kind of wonkiness at about 3 a.m. Um, any so did my deceased uncle. Yeah, I guess the question is, who did the Ayatollah Khomeini vote for? Now that he's dead, I think he's a registered voter in this country, perhaps. Oh my! We wow! Here we go. Corey Wayne,
There he
welcome,
is.
welcome.
It's true. The far left liberal Democrats. It was mostly, I'm going to be honest with you, it was mostly college educated, single, childless females. That's what happens. It's a terrible tragedy.
Cat owners as well, I'm sure.
I have a cat, actually. My daughter's cat is like weaving between my legs, so I can't say anything.
Trying to
My
trip you up and kill you. You got
my
to watch out
daughter
for
would
those cats.
my daughter would hate me forever. So, well, congrats, BZ and Woj. We're of course rooting for you and excited that our PCA brethren are doing so well. I think I made a final video last year when Foskey and Everhard were going at it, and if they're the final two again, I'll have to do some kind of a, I'll have to maybe get them both on and see if they'll wrestle to the death or something. I don't know.
That would be
I
great.
would watch.
So,
I would love to see that. And if it's got to go to a Baptist, Foskey's a pretty good Baptist.
he's the most jovial Baptist that I've known in maybe my whole life. He's a very kind and jovial soul.
Yes, yes. Well, Corey, it is so cool that you just dropped in here. I don't even know how the magic of the internet works, and here you are, just appearing right in the center. But and so for those of you who don't know, which I can't imagine is very many, but you want to give us just an overview of your podcast and where they can find you, civically minded.
Yeah, civically minded. Try to think of the worst possible spelling you can imagine, the most confusing spelling ever, and then you'll probably stumble across it. No, I do a lot of practical theology, so that's kind of that's my shtick, is practical theology. How do we interact as Christians with the world around us? And I get into politics and things. I've got my I voted sticker on. I did vote in the primaries here in North Carolina this morning. And I am also an RE under care in our beloved PCA. So we are all PCA brethren. Yeah.
PCA for life, as they say.
As they say, indeed.
I don't know who says that, but it seemed like the thing to say.
Well, and I've got to really give credit to my brother in the PCA. I got a lot of very kind calls and texts after my horrific loss. Our good friend George Sayor has reached out to me this morning, offering heartfelt condolences, and others. So it's it made me feel loved. I appreciate it.
And love is what makes the world go round. Either that or money.
It is all you need, I'm told by the Beatles.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, Ken, any final thoughts?
I have lots of thoughts. why don't you comment, listeners, and say what celebrities you think are going to come out and endorse me next?
Yeah. Do you think Donald Trump would endorse you, or David Letterman / Ayatollah Khomeini? Because I don't really know if those are different people or the same person.
The Bo Collins just showed up. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh boy. This is great.
What we got another comment. Have you considered buying some peppermint oil? Yeah. Well, lunchtime is almost over here at Eastern Heights Presbyterian Church, so got to get back to writing a sermon. But appreciate all both of you, all two of you coming on, and appreciate the. I mean, this is the most comments that I've ever had on a live show. So wow, and even a few live viewers, which I'm sorry that YouTube was down, so you had to watch this during lunch. But hopefully there were some chuckles.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And Corey, you coming on, this was great, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Also was working on a sermon, so I've got to I'll go back and work on that too.
Yeah. What are you preaching, Corey?
I'm doing a series through Ecclesiastes, so I'm in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 8 to the rest of the chapter. There's just no natural break after verse 8, so I gotta do the whole rest of the chapter of Ecclesiastes 5. So
yeah. Well, that's, as Solomon says, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Mostly the worst of times. One of our people came up to me last time and they were like, wow, we're really, really hopeful that this turns around. And I was like, it doesn't. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. It's you're gonna have to wait till the next sermon series. So yeah, it's a downer the whole way through.
I enjoyed preaching through Ecclesiastes. That was really fun. Ben Shaw's commentary.
I do not. Is that one worth looking into?
Oh, worth its weight in gold.
Okay, thank you.
It's not very heavy. It's not very heavy, but still, I mean, gold is like $2,000 an ounce, or at least it was when Trump was president the first time.
The comments are pouring in, guys.
Whoa, my wife has a YouTube account?
Whoa.
Wow. The things that 55973, I figure, I feel like I should understand why those numbers are my wife's account, because none of us are born on the 5th, 9th, 7th, or 3rd
Probably
month.
shouldn't delve too deep into what those numbers mean, just for security's sake.
Or numerology. I mean,
That too.
Hey, my friend Andrew Perry, who pastors in Calvary Presbytery, he used to pastor in Mississippi, and in one of the churches that he pastored, there was this numerologist who was part of the church, and 6 is the number of a man type numerologist, and he wrote a book on the numerology of Scripture, and he self-published it. But you know what he forgot to put in the book? Page numbers.
That's hilarious.
It was hilarious. Yeah.
What are you preaching through, Ryan?
I am preaching through 1 Samuel in the morning and Galatians in the evening.
Epic.
It's been fun. What about you, Ken?
I just finished a sermon series. Took a few weeks in the Psalms to kind of set the basics. Some CPR, creation, providence, and redemption. And just setting some basics, and I'm starting 1 Peter and 2 Peter this coming Sunday.
Wow. I have not preached through either of Peter's.
Yeah, I preached through 1 Peter a while ago, but I haven't preached through 2 Peter. And if I'm going to preach through the whole Bible before I die, I think you got to preach 1 Peter before you preach 2 Peter. So I'm going to touch it up, change a little bit. I do it better this time, and then we'll, So hold fast.
Yes.
Hold fast.
And
that's the series name.
Okay. Yes, but go forward.
Yeah.
By faith.
Go forward by faith. That was the Joshua series title.
Yes, and the title of your podcast that people are supposed to be voting for right now.
Right.
I like how you brought that back around. That's
full circle. It's like a Brian Chappell sermon, right? You start with a neat story, and then at the end of your conclusion, you bring up the story. That is rhetoric at its finest.
Speaking of rhetoric at its finest, the PCA is doing well so far in the brackets. Unfortunately, we did lose one brother, but he's still here. He's going to help us. The rest of us kind of press on. This is just day 2, though. Day 3 and day 4 are coming. You got Polity Matters up. You got Presby Cast, but I was talking to Brad today. He said he doesn't want to win. So, okay.
Well,
it's all right.
We still love Brad.
We love him. So,
yeah.
Who else? Oh, Larger for Life. That one's coming up. Make sure you vote Larger for Life on Thursday.
And very few of you know this. Technically, the based boomer who won yesterday is also in the PCA. He's a member in good standing at a PCA church in Florida.
Yep.
Outstanding.
So,
Florida,
yeah.
The boomer paradise.
And Presby Girls won.
They beat my friend Parker Brown of the Watchwell. I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or they.
It was Watchwell.
Buddy Parker Brown. So
great.
Good to see you.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
I think, I don't know, did we mention this in the beginning? One crazy thing happened. Doug Wilson's podcast lost to a Word Fitly Spoken podcast. I've never even heard of that.
I don't know, but that's perfect, especially considering Doug Wilson is not reformed, should not be on this in this bracket, and also his words are not fitly spoken, and may or may not have already been written by other people.
Well, I'd be careful. There's an overture addressing exactly what you just said coming forward. You got to go talk to him first. You got to go talk to Doug Wilson first. Otherwise, you could be brought up on charges.
Well, only if that overture passes, which doesn't have a snowflake's chance of passing. But also, Doug Wilson's not in the PCA and formed his own denomination when no denomination would ordain him.
Well, the overture is pretty vague, so who knows if it extends out to other denominations or non-denominations.
Yes.
Terrible overture. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think everybody pretty much dislikes it strongly. I mean, it may be the thing that unites the PCA that this overture stinks.
We can all agree this is terrible.
Yes. Wow. All right. Well, we need to we need to sign off, and I got to go whip some Philistine butts in 1 Samuel 7 with so we're gonna whoop them. Whoop the Philistines.
Whoop the Philistines. Forward by faith. Vote now. Vote early. Vote often. Vote as often as you can. It's going to be a doozy. It's going to come down to the wire. Please help us out.
And don't be an Erdman.
Don't be an Erdman.